Boom. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I think I have a hole in my lip. You ever do that? Right before you're going to go live, you talk to somebody, take a drink to kind of wet your whistle. Yeah, I spilled it right on my lip. So good morning. Welcome to the August 2nd edition of Morning Mindset. This first one of August. Welcome. Welcome to August. Summer's over, right? I mean, like once you get to August, that's when you're like, we're coming up on the summer. Fall will be here before you know it. I know schools that are starting this week. Welcome back. Welcome back to reality. It was a fun summer, but now it's time to get down to business because we are heading into the fourth quarter. I know we're still a couple months away, but we need to plan for that. So, welcome, Morning Mindset. Remember, when you get in here, let me know who you are because otherwise, you're going to become FU on Facebook user. And let me know who you are, where you're from, what the weather's like in your area, and what is in your cup. Now, shocker, white monster, so it can't be the can. It's got to be my lip that has a hole in it that allowed it to run all down me. So that was awesome. Weather today looks like it's going to be like mid 70s or no, mid 80s. I think mid 80s today. So that's nice. We got that. We got that. And then I think the most important thing is 5 things. What are 5 things that you are going to accomplish today? So my list of 5 things. I've got supplies to order. You got to go through vinyl, HTV, film. I've got to go through it and make sure I get all of that ordered today. We've got shirts to press, decals to print. They're already starting now. So I might sneak over there while this is on and hit it again to keep it going. But press shirts, press decals. We'll work on the website, and I'm gonna tell you more about that. And then I'm gonna get my emails cleaned up. I know I've got a bunch of emails in there from yesterday morning through this morning that I need to get back to replies to. Yesterday was kind of a big day to get things ready for last night's show. A lot of mock-ups and stuff went out, so I'm going to get emails caught up today. So those are my top 5 things that we're going to accomplish today. What are your top 5 things that you are going to accomplish today? So last night, man, I think we had an amazing little chit chat about some marketing. And if you missed it, go back and watch it. You can click right over here, and I'm gonna bring up the little thingamajigger. You can head to fatdadlive.com. This is our YouTube channel. Head over here, watch last night's Tuesday with Todd. We talked about how to make your business better with marketing. Now, last night was kind of the overview of the system that I'm using, and why I went with Bob and why it just made sense to me. Now, for the last, pretty much 15 years, 16 years, I've been trying to do everything myself, and I know that I can't always do that, so I need to bring in help. Marketing is one of those things where just to take some of that stuff off of my plate. So that was last night, going over what it is. I'm going to put the link to our marketing site, so you can go check that out over there. Remember, if you sign up too, you also get a free digital business card. So, hey, that's saving you money there. I'm going to put that down here in the comments, and then I will show the comments on that. And that is better with, oh, no, better not put a space, marketing.com. Pretty simple, pretty easy, and it just makes sense. You can make your business better with marketing. So betterwithmarketing.com. Make sure to go check that out. And what we decided was that we were going to do once a month, a Tuesday with Todd, talking about marketing things. So next one is going to be September 12th. September 12th, we are going to talk all about SMS and email marketing. I know a lot of people don't do it, or they only do one and not the other. So we're going to talk about how that works. October is going to be how calendars can help you in your business set up appointments, keep track of things, just calendars in general, and why that's an important part of your business. And that's October's. November is going to be social media. So how to use social media in your marketing. And then December is going to be reputation management and what that actually means. And the reason December is, hey, it's in the fourth quarter. We're having all these sales come in. How do we capitalize on that? So we had the launch last night. September, SMS, email. October, calendars. November, social media. December, reputation management. On the other side, Tuesday with Todd. Next Tuesday, we're going to talk all about spirit sales or spirit sites, team stores, whatever you want to call them. We're going to talk about those. Now, I'm going to go through what I use, talk to other people that I know what they use. And so this is where I'm going to put something out there. I'm going to put a form out that I need your help with. If you're currently doing team stores, what you're using, the pros, the cons, the price. So that way, we can kind of put an informed list together for everybody, because I don't think there's one perfect one out there. All of them have issues, and it's hard to say that this one is the best one out there. It might be the best one for me, but maybe not the best one for you. So we're going to give you some options to go over that. And that's next Tuesday with Todd, but look for that form. I'm going to make sure to put that on number 6 to do. Number 6 to do. Form for TWT. So we'll put that out there so we can get more information. As I know, a lot of people, have questions about that, and that's what we're going to push that for. So I'm really, really excited about that one. So overall, I think we had a really good show. I think we had a lot of interaction. We went long. I mean, it was 2 hours, and I got emails after the fact saying how a couple different ones. One, how excited they were that something like that was being offered at that price point, because they were expecting it to have a 0 on the back of it. So that was the key. There was, we wanted to offer something that was low. The amount of things that it can do, and the specialized ways that it can do it, and then just thank you for putting it out there, because even if you don't sign up for it, a lot of that you can take and apply it yourself, because that's what I was doing. I was applying all that stuff myself, doing setting up with the different apps that now one app takes care of for me. So super, super excited for that. So let's check in. Let's see how everybody's doing this morning, and then we're gonna talk a little more. So T-Town, good morning to you. We're at 69 and hazy in Toledo. He's got his Monster Hydro in his bottle. Very nice. And Barb, good morning to you from North Central Minnesota. We're to 69 degrees and headed to the high humid 70s. High humid 70s. I don't know if I've had humid 70s before. Partly cloudy, ice water in the cup. Yesterday, 3.5 inches of rain we needed. I think we had some rain overnight. And the only reason I think that is because I kept hearing the dog. I kept hearing Corey throughout the night telling the dog to go lay down, which meant that she was trying to come into the bedroom to lay in there. And then when I got up this morning to go get in the shower, I got the shit scared out of me, because I pulled back the curtain and there was a dog in there. It wasn't something I was expecting at 5 o'clock in the morning, but it definitely threw me off when I opened up and there was a dog there. So there must have been some kind of weather that came through last night, because she was not having that. Barb's 5 things. Quotes, review digitized in logo approvals. Review digitized logo approvals. Okay, got it. Banking, and that's done. Install Wilcom Teams names advanced element. Ooh, that sounds like that's something that's going to make you more efficient. Am I right? And embroidered coach's jacket. Love that, Barb. And what's up, Chuck? Good morning to you. T-Town's got his day going here. He's got 2 cars to tint today. Get moving on a lot of embroidery from my hockey shop I do work for. Very nice. And get this big shirt order picked up and set for delivery. Got over 16 boxes for him. Way to go, T-Town. Good job on doing that order. You spaced it out. As far as I've seen, doesn't look like you've gotten crazy stressed out about it at all. You've worked at your pace for it and you got it done. So congratulations to you to get that done out there. Darren, good morning to you, my friend. And Kelly from out there in Cali, good morning. Water in the cup. It's going to be nice 87 today out there. Gustav, good morning to you, or afternoon, from Uppsala, Sweden. Cold and coffee. What's the temp over there? Like, I'll have to convert it to Celsius, but we're talking again. Is that Monday night? Yeah, about travel plans, because we're going down to Disney in November, and we're going to be gone for 10 days. Yeah, 10 days, something like that. I said, yeah, for what's this costing us? I was like, we could go to Sweden, because that's where Corey's grandpa is from, and then everything beyond that. Her grandparents were from, I think both of them were from Sweden. So there's a lot of history that's over there, and she's never been, and I've never been. So I said, hey, we should just go over there, and it's half as much to going to Disney. So why not? Kelly, she's got her stuff going on. She's going to a network breakfast. Ooh, that sounds fancy. T-shirts, signs for back to school, because it is back to school time. Sublimation and engraving is 678. Very, very nice. FU, Facebook user, good morning to you. Now, Facebook and StreamYard don't always play nice together, so you come up as FU. Now, the way to fix that, just head right over here to fatdadlive.com. That gets you into the YouTube side of things. While you're there, make sure to like and subscribe. Turn on notifications, so when we go live, you will be notified. Because when's the next time we're going live? Friday for another morning mindset. And then next week, we've got morning mindsets. We've got Tuesday with Todd. You'll be able to catch all of those. And I'll have to see what the analytics were for last month, but I would say of the people that are watching the videos, only about 30% of them are subscribed. So there's plenty of room for improvement there. If anybody has any ideas on how to make that number higher, let me know. And Barb said, I need to decide on which team store setup to go with. Looking forward to next Tuesday. Yeah, and that's the thing is, I don't know if there's. I know for a fact that there's not a perfect one. Now, for us, we're building our own stores as categories in Equid, and while it works good, and we can set it up, we're pretty fast at setting it all up. There's still some kinks on it where. Um, since it's in our store, it comes through just like another order. So it's a little harder to work on the back end, matching everything, putting everything through here, running reports and that. Whereas if you go with another system, each store is its own one. So each store has its own branding as well. Like us, on every page, it's our stuff. So I think the one that we're going to end up with is Chipley. It seems like every day it's getting more and more advanced. And the real downfall, and not so much as long as it's working pricing, is I think we can get a discount. It's $1,000 onboarding, but we can get a discount for $500 to drop that down to 500 for it for onboarding, and then the fee is 3% of everything that's ran through there. And there's some weird thing on how it works on what it takes a percentage of, but like us building our site, it doesn't sync up with our supplier. So it doesn't sync up with Augusta. It doesn't sync up with Sanmar. It doesn't sync up with SNS. So we're mainly going in that. We can Chipley, I think, is updated like every half hour or something. So being tied into supplies really makes it easy. Uploading a few logos, clicking a button that fills everything is pretty easy. So I think that's the way that we're going to go. And then you just got to adjust your pricing. If you're giving a portion back, you're making sure you're covering that there. If you're making sure your processing's covered, you're putting everything through it. So it's just part of doing business. And I think that's the way you're going. I know a good handful of people that are using it now. I have been using it for the last year, 16 months, and they said each time it keeps getting better. So I'm pretty excited about that. All right, Facebook user, what's a good mug press for 15 ounce? I have a GK DK3 and I don't like it for 15 ounce. Well, then, if you don't like that for 15 ounce, I don't know which one you are going to like, to be honest with you. I think that's another thing. Presses are very user specific. And what do I mean by that? You use what's comfortable to you. Some may not like how this one pulls down or how that one pulls out or how tall that one is or how short that one is. You can't go wrong with that. But I know a lot of people are having really good lucks with the ones from Heat Press Nation. Yeah, because they can do the larger things in that. So that might be one to look at. We've got a couple Amazon ones that we've been using for years, and they work so far, right? So I don't know. I can't give you an exact answer for that one. T-Sound says on big orders like I just did, is it something you should think about delivering for them or make them pick up if possible? What did you decide on? So for us, it all comes down to pricing and what we set forth in the contract. Hey, we're either shipping, because we do print and ship nationwide for people, even orders like this, where if this is one bulk order, there's usually one contact point. So whether we're going to ship, deliver, meet up, pick up, whatever. Hey, how would you like to do this? Do you want us to stop by and pick it up? You want us to deliver it to you? Most times, especially the local stuff, we just deliver it to them. We have that factored in the pricing. We usually have an hour wrapped up in the whole job, especially on big bulk stuff like that. Wrap up an hour in delivering it back to them, talk to them, see what else you can do, and just general chit chat. We try and schedule all of our deliveries on one day. Fridays is typically it, where Corey will spend half a day just delivering stuff locally. It just makes it easy. And a lot of times that's when she's out running errands as well. So we just kind of roll it into that. I prefer that. And the main reason is when people have to pick things up, that means that we're going to be chit-chatting and stopping what we're doing production to talk to them, especially, with us being out of the house now. That means I'm coming here, we're going up there, we're chatting, we're talking. It's just easier just to drop things off for us. And he said, yeah, we did just over 400 on the first day, and yesterday we did over 600. Wife still did 150, and I did the rest. She was watching embroidery machines for me too. So see, divide and conquer, right? Divide and conquer. Let's see. That thing didn't like me yesterday because I was not babysitting it. Oh, that's a horrible, horrible thing when when you have to babysit something because it just cuts your production time in half. Hey there, Craig. Craig, let's see. Oh, Craig. Oh, so Craig was asking about it. So I have the press from Craft Express. How do you like that? Does that work all? I don't know who you are, but good morning to you as well. Today, cold for summer, 60.8 Fahrenheit. Yeah, that is cold. That is cold, cold for me. Um, you have an actual contract, like a signed paper, when we do the bid for the job. So on something like this, usually depending on it, like when we have to do stuff for schools, when we have to do stuff for sports leagues, anything like that, we have to quote the job, bid it out. And so that's what we have written in there. Here, yep, it'll be delivered or picked up. What we'll ask beforehand is how they usually like that, when we can go ahead and bid it out and put it in there. So yes, because then here, this is everything that's being done. Here's the proofs. Here's everything that's signed. Yep, you said you were coming to pick it up. We said we are going to deliver. So yes, we have that in there. And then on a lot of stuff that's ordered directly through the website, we just ship out. So most of that is just single orders. But on our local stuff that are bulk things, we must always deliver it. George, good morning to you. Now, George, you are still down in Mexico, right? When are you coming back from that? That should be, yeah. But school's starting soon. Well, when are you coming back, sir? When are you getting back there? When are you coming back to join us from Mexico, George? It's right there. Yeah, right there. George, good morning to you. I think all that went away. Facebook user equals Jerry. Jerry, good morning. So there's a lot of different ways to do things. We can do bulk stuff when, like, a team mom. Say we're going to do stuff. We're getting ready to start back for school. So say we're going to do something for football, right? When it's the big organizational stuff, we usually have a contact person, and then we'll go meet with them. We'll do everything that way. Meet it. Like right now, we've got a few things with local football, three schools, four schools that we're setting up Spirit stores for, and some of those are doing a bulk order where we're just going to meet with them and drop them off. Some are going to do individual orders where everything is going to be ordered through online. They're paying for shipping, and it'll be shipped directly to the customer. I prefer that method instead of dropping things off to the school and have them sort and hand out. And the main reason being is because once it leaves our hands, we don't know what happens to it. It can get dropped off at the school, but I don't know how many hands have been going through those boxes. Even though we have everything bagged up, could it get moved in a different bag? Could somebody take the wrong one? Absolutely. So at least when we can ship things out and it can go straight to the person, that's what we like to do. You're going to leave Friday? So you're going to leave Friday. Maybe. Yeah, you're going to stay down there for a little bit longer. You'll be back in the middle of the month. Jerry, yes, Jerry, that is much better because we are able to see you now. So there's a lot of different things that you can do with it, and it's whatever you feel most comfortable doing. And once again, not all scenarios are the same. Some will you do others, some you do more. It really depends on what you want to do. But yeah, what else? What else? What else we got this morning? That was a great question. Thanks for asking that. Coming up, like I said, we've got school starting up soon. So, we've already been in works with football and what we're doing on that side. And this was another one where football, they had stuff that they wanted done, right? And they sent out the order to be bid on, and we couldn't, because I was able to actually see what stuff was in charge for. And there was the amount of stuff that they needed at the price point that was being offered. We could have did it, but it didn't make sense for our business, because we wouldn't have been making much for all the effort we were putting into it. And so we lost out on part of it. Now there was other stuff that were the way that we did it is better than what the other company offered. So they were able to split up some of the order. So another company is doing part of the order, we're handling part of the order, and it just is going to work out that well. The stuff that we're doing for school, somebody said, the superintendent there said that they had somebody else that they'd been trying to work with for the last year, and they did an embroidery for them, and it was really, really crappy embroidery, so they weren't happy with that. They tried to get them to come out to do some other graphics in the building, floor graphics, wall graphics, window graphics, and he said that she just, it was very unprofessional, didn't know what she was doing, couldn't give really good price point, and wanted to do everything over the phone and wouldn't go out there for it. And I said, well, I don't know why. I don't know. He goes, he just wasn't happy with the way that she was doing things, and he was looking for somebody else. So I said, okay, cool. And I asked him, like, do I know who this person is? And they said, probably not, because it's more local to them. I'm like, all right, because I was going to reach out to them and be like, hey, what's the story here? Because sometimes it's not always the company that's the issue. Sometimes it's the customer that's the issue. So if it was somebody that I knew or had worked with, I could kind of be like, hey, what's going on here? And if they're like, man, they were a nightmare to work with, here's everything. Okay. Or they're like, no, they were really good. And I'm like, okay, well, here's what they just said. So, just to let you know. So we've got they had a couple designs, because one of the things they want to do is buy all the staff shirts. And I said, well, what do you want on them? What's your budget? Where are you at with stuff? Let's go ahead and get that figured out. I said, because depending on your budget is what you can get them. And, we got that figured out. And now they got to approve which design he likes. But hey, buying all the teacher stuff, I'm down with that. And then with that, the other stuff that they do throughout the year, they want us to help with. And they got us met up with the PTO organization and said, hey, let's go ahead and put some stuff together. So it was a win-win across the board. And with that, it was here. Some of the stuff we're going there to deliver. We're going to go in there, we're going to deliver it, and we'll take measurements. We'll look at the other things and be able to get them a proposal together. On the spiritware side of stuff, we'll set up on the site, boom, send it out, and just rock with it. So we're pretty excited about that. And as Jerry's saying that she likes her Craft Express for cups. Works well and easy to use. Great price point. Oh, that's good to know. Jerry, forgive me, Todd. Do you do UV DTF like for Libby cups? Soon, Jerry. Soon. We're going to say in the next 6 weeks, we'll probably have UV DTF ready to roll. We're waiting on a couple things to make sure it's all going to work out the way it is. Coming up for fourth quarter, we're going to just jump ahead a little bit here, because we are in August, fourth quarter is October. By the fourth quarter, we are hoping to have the following things in place. The new website set up, so easy ordering with DTF, where you're able to have the mockup creator on there. The gang sheet creator, you're able just to put the stuff on there and just go with it. So that's in the works, and that's going to happen sooner than later. Something that's going to happen this week on DTF side of things is you're going to start seeing some of the products change, going from the 11.5-inch wide by either the 24, the 60, or 120, and it's going to move to a 22-inch wide. So you're going to see stuff change. I'll make sure to put a note on the website, but that's going to change so we can offer that better. Excited about that. UV DTF will be here soon. Sometime September is going to show up, but once that's here, that'll go on the site, and we'll be able to do that. The other thing that we've been kind of holding close to the chest, but not so much, is cut and sew. One of the partners that we're working with, is a full cut and sew facility. They do shirts nonstop. So we're going to meet up with them. We're going to go over the process, how everything is. We're going to incorporate that in our website. So we become a vendor for them, a salesperson for them. And that way, hey, they're still able to do what they do. We're able to offer that service to you. So we've got a lot of things for that fourth quarter. So, those of you that are doing those all over sublimation shirts, that can be a pain if you don't have the wide format printer or the oversized press where you can just get it done in one spot. These is going to help you out, because you're able just to upload images, boom, it'll be cut and sewn, and we're excited about that. So those are all things that are coming up here in the next 2-3 months, and it's just going to help. This is going to help it out. Yep. And Jerry says, hope cut and sew will be reasonable. It will be reasonable. That was one of the things that we talked about, because it is a process. I mean, you're starting with blank rolls of fabric. And it's, everything is cut and sewn. It's printed, cut, sewn. The process was amazing to watch. They got the rolled printers. They've got a laser cutter that cuts all the patterns out, and they've got a team over there. I want to say there's like 30 of them that are over there doing it. Turnaround time will not be ridiculous either, where it's like the 4 to 6 weeks. We're talking it's going to be, under that 4 weeks is what I was told. So we're really excited about being able to offer that too. So to get down there in the facility, show some of that stuff off, and show how things are done. We'll walk through the whole process of that, and that could be a standalone video in its own. So we're good with that. What else do I got? I think that's pretty much it. That's the stuff that's going on with us. Like I said, our goal is to be as automated as we can I'd like to be as automated as I can by November, and that's when I can test it out. Because we'll be gone, and typically when we're gone, we shut everything down. People can order, but nothing will be processed till we get back. So if we're gone 10 days, that's like 10 days without any revenue coming in, because a lot of people, they just don't want to wait for that. So to have a process in place where they can still order DTF done, where they have a process in place where they can still order decals, things like that done. There won't, some of the stuff won't be integrated enough to be able to do that, but some of the stuff will. And the November one is a really tough one because there's no internet. There'll be internet in select places, and that'll stress me out to not have internet and see what's going on. So we'll power through that, but I'm definitely getting it set. So at least DTF is going to be fairly straightforward. You're going to order, they're going to print and ship, and everything will be good to go with it. Like I said, today for us, order supplies, press shirts, print decals, work on the website, and get through all those emails, because I know we got quite a few in there. Good morning, Connie. Thanks for joining us. UV sticker looks like DTF, but it's a sticker that sticks on almost everything with just your finger pressing. Yes, that's what we'll be bringing in September. Machines are on their way over. They're just on the slow boat from China, literally. When they get here, get everything set up, then we'll be able to start offering for it. But yes, they are. We will be offering that. We will have those available, and that's what it is. It's pretty much like current DTF, but not because it's printing a white base first, and it's printing a color over it, and it's UV curing it. And then what happens is it's on an A and B sheet, so it prints off, and then it goes through a roller. So now it puts a transfer tape on it. So you're able to peel those off and then apply it to it. So yes, those are coming. Let's see. The setup for some of those other companies the setup for those and some other companies is untouchable. Setup for what, Jerry? Jerry, setup for what? Let me know so I can see what you're doing. But are you talking about the whole cut and sew thing? It is pretty wild. And right now they're only doing shirts, so they're not doing shorts and pants and things like that. So it could fall into that, but right now it's just tops is what they're doing, and we'll see what all they're going to offer, because I know t-shirts for sure, and then I think we're going to see what else we can get in there for it. Yeah, it is pretty cool. Once we have it, it'll be there. Do y'all charge tax on sales to other states? That's an accountant question, Jerry. For us, it depends, because some of it, yes, because even our Iowa people, if they come and pick up, they get charged tax. If we ship it to them, they don't get charged tax. Our website pretty much takes care of all of the tax issues for us and then pulls it out, so we don't have to worry about it. But ask your accountant the best way you should do it, because I think technically you should be collecting tax in the state that you're shipping to, you're e-commercing to, and then turn it into there. I don't know. I asked my accountant here, this is what I'm doing. How's that working? He goes, sounds good to me. So far, so good. Oh, set up for cut and sew for full sublimation. I was shocked. Yeah, it was pretty awesome to watch the printers print on a roll, roll to roll, and then have the fabric and everything hooked up there, and then they're going together, and then that roll comes off, and then it goes through this big old laser as it's going through, and it's cutting it off. And so then there's somebody else on the back and pulling the pieces, putting them in bins, and that. Ooh, I can't wait to be able to show you guys that whole process, and that will be coming soon. So first up, we'll be getting through the DTF, making sure that's all set up, that's all good to go. From there, then it will be the cut and sew, because I believe that will be easier. I think we'll have that done before we're able to UV DTF gets here. So excited about the things that we're able to do. On shipping specifically, for the question on taxes, my Equid site wasn't charging tax for out-of-state shipping. I was confused. And that was the thing, is that it's out-of-state. It'll set up for your tax region, but it won't on the e-commerce side of it there. Most ways, that's kind of how it is. I said, get with your accountant, ask him for sure. I am not one. I'm not leading on to be one, and that is going to be the best one for it. Yeah, T-Town, taxes is nuts for me too. I don't have an account, but one thing I try to make sure is I do charge for my state. Yep, I don't think that's right, but that's what I do now. We charge for our state. If anybody orders in our state and we ship to our state, if they don't have the the wholesale number to be able to give us that, so we don't have to charge them tax. They get charged tax for it. If they pick up in our state, they get charged tax it. And we're a border state, so we've literally got Iowa 5 minutes away. To be able, if they come over and pick it up, they get charged tax. If we ship it to them, they don't get charged tax. In our team stores, that's where we see a lot of it because we have families on both sides of it, so it is there. I was charging tax on everything. And as long as once you get that tax money, you're turning it in, you're good to go with that. I will get with them. Just wanted to what y'all do for out of state, and that's fine. It doesn't charge it, so I don't worry about it. Allegedly, maybe I'm doing it wrong too, but that's what we got going on. What else? I think that's it. Like I said, we've got a busy day. I need to get those supplies ordered. I need to get those shirts pressed, decals. There's 3,000 of those that need to get going, and those we're working on that. I've got to get working on the website. The website will probably move down the list because that's making the adjustments over to the 22-inch wide thing. So you'll start seeing that once it's done. We'll put everything on there in emails because I got to get through emails. I know there's artwork that was bad that I was waiting on replies for, and it looks like a lot of replies came from yesterday, so I can get that set up and out. But and then the form for Tuesday with Todd for team stores. I've got that on my list. So we've got a busy day here. And the only way that we're going to get any of that done is if we get off here and start working, right? Because, sitting around on my ass isn't going to get anything done. So I might as well, stop and get stuff out there. So with that, you guys have an amazing day. I'm going to find the button that's clicking over here. We'll be back on Friday for Morning Mindset. Remember, you missed any of the stuff on marketing last night, go to Fat Dad Live, watch that. Better with Marketing is where you will get the information for it. We'll be back Friday for another Morning Mindset. Peace, love, press on. We will see you guys next time.